for this beautiful weather, Lord. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for this gathering of all those beautiful people today. Thank you. And thank you for the distinct honor of delivering the opening remarks for the St. Schools Business Incubator product launch under the theme Broadening the Possibilities, Embracing All Learners Through Inclusion, Equity, and Opportunity. The Education Quality Improvement Project, EQUIP, has fashioned this inspiring and amazing platform for students with special needs who attend our 5 special schools in St. Lucia. As EQUIP's name suggests, the extent of its quality and care to our special needs community has by far succeeded the expectations of the project's intentions. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Put your hands together for EQUIP and the goals that they have realized for our special needs community thus far. But what you will see here today, this exhibition, although colorful, creative, artistic, has been the vigorous work of our students through the many months of labor, many months of trying to perfect their various vocations and arts. Like you, our students with special needs, they know what it is like to work hard. And unlike many of you here, they know what it is like to work hard through countless doubts and the ugly opinions of others. EQUIP came in at a time when we needed help, and thankfully our ministries embraced EQUIP. I, as a principal of one of the special schools, could recall this idea from EQUIP to run business incubators at our schools. And mind you, EQUIP, led by their project officer, Miss Emmanuel, even presented us with her many 2 cents about how the business incubator should be run. Chiefly among her list of demands was that from the beginning to the end, the products or the services being produced must be 100% and nothing less than the students' work. It must all be done by our students. A round of applause for this, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this meant a remarkable achievement for EQUIP in its quest to show the rest of St. Lucia that people with disabilities or special needs can and they should be placed right there in the labor force, and that they are capable of creating and managing their own businesses. However, what this meant for many of us, many of the various schools, special schools, administrators, and teachers, was a lot, and I dare repeat, a lot of work. But who could have predicted this journey, let alone this exhibition? Possibly EQUIP, possibly Mr. Dale Segis, our education officer. Imagine the myriad of success stories we could relate to you now coming from the business incubators. Imagine the talents, gifts, creativity, intelligences, the prowess we discovered from our students with special needs, to the extent that the special schools are able to proudly showcase not just one, but several business incubators for you today. As I keenly amended the words of one of our teachers last week, This is no longer just a project, no way. This is a program. It is a program that has now been inculcated, cultivated in our schools. Thank you, Equip. You did not only supply the means through the disbursement of financial and human resources. They also supply the means for the attitudes and the opinions of others to change, especially through the removal of limitations and the low expectations we set for our students with special needs. At some of our schools, we now have plant nurseries and farms. We have juice bars. We have shops, other shops and barbering services. We have creative arts and crafts. We have domestic products and a whole lot more. All made and produced, should I dare say not made in China? We love China. Not anywhere else, but made right here in St. Lucia by students with special needs. Give them a round of applause again, everybody. They deserve this. Students from the Dunnottar School, Lady Gordon Opportunity Center, Dennery Child Development Center, the Special Education Center Vieux, and Soufriere Special Education and Rehabilitation Center. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an incredible journey, and this is it. We are here. I now ask that you please support me, help me in giving 3 resounding cheers to all of our special schools, to our Department of Education, to all our sponsors, and to Equip for believing in us. Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip. Hooray! Come on. This is an exhibition. It's a showing. Hip, hip. Hooray! Have a blessed and glorious day. Thank you very much.
I am always happy to be there for anything that has to do with special education because the students are very close to my heart. And I think you keenly crafted the theme for today's launching, broadening the possibilities, embracing all learners through inclusion, equity, and opportunity. We need to ensure that all students, irrespective of who they are, where they come from, their abilities, are given equal opportunity. The Ministry of Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology and Vocational Training, as its overarching mission, seeks to foster the development of an education system that enables all learners to realize their full potential in their fields of interest. The ministry seeks to achieve this goal by facilitating affordable, equitable, and quality educational experiences that empower them with the knowledge, skills, and values conducive to achieving successfully in a 21st century environment. We no longer want to continue to leave our students with special needs at home. We want them to come out and to have the same opportunities as all other students. This is in alignment with Sustainable Development Goals 4, Quality Education, and 10, Reduce Inequalities, which speaks to the development of an education sector and a society, by extension, where all students are afforded the opportunity to compete free of charge, equitable and quality programs of education, leading to relevant and effective learning outcomes. Gender disparities in education are eliminated and equal access granted across all levels of education and vocational training for the vulnerable, including persons with disabilities and children in vulnerable situations. Governments empower and promote the social, economic, and political inclusion of all, irrespective of age, sex, disability, race, ethnicity, origin, religion, economic, or other status. Governments ensure equal opportunity and reduce inequalities, including by eliminating discriminatory laws, policies, and practices, and promoting appropriate legislation, policies, and actions in this regard. The successful attainment of SDGs 4 and 10 is crucial, yet highly complex despite such realities. The Ministry of Education, and by extension, the government of St. Lucia, remains committed to the attainment of these goals. Today's Business Incubator product launch by the 5 public-assisted special education needs schools attests to this commitment. This undertaking is in response to the observed inadequacies in provisioning for the learning needs, abilities, technical skills, and interests of special education needs learners, more specifically, special education needs learners within our nation's special education needs schools. Bearing such consideration in mind, the Ministry of Education, and by extension, the government of St. Lucia, through the Education Quality Improvement Project, EQUIPPED, undertook this Business Incubator project with the 5 special education needs institutions represented here today. And let me hear you shout. Lady Gordon Opportunity Center, are you here? Dunnottar School, are you here? Soufriere Special Education Rehabilitation Center, are you here? Special Education Center, Vieux, are you here? Dennery Child Development Center, can I hear you? Thank you. So you are all here, and I'm very happy. The thrust of this exercise is to not only foster the development of the skill set of functional special education needs learners within our nation's special education needs schools, but to also showcase the skill sets of these learners. And you heard this morning that there is an exhibition. You can walk around and see all the wonderful work of those learners. It is envisioned that this initiative should assist with a reduction in the unwarranted stigma associated with special education and inculcate the awareness that special education needs individuals may be just as innovative, employable, and entrepreneurial as their counterparts within the mainstream schools or society in general. I will repeat that. Our special education needs students are just as innovative, creative, talented as the other students in the mainstream in our system. In the grand scheme of things, one may posture that we all may live with one special education needs disability or another. In fact, all of us have a disability. We may not have been diagnosed, but all of us have a disability, whether diagnosed or undiagnosed. It is therefore important that we are more accepting and tolerant of each other, especially the students with special education needs. Ladies and gentlemen, the investment in today's event epitomizes the government of St. Lucia's steadfast commitment to ensuring that all learners, irrespective of ability, community, or socioeconomic background, derive equitable access to quality education and equitable opportunities to thrive within mainstream society. The Ministry of Education congratulates the students of the special education needs schools who are showcasing their finished products today. And I encourage everybody to go out and support them. I noticed that the products are very cheap. I may have to empty my whole purse here today. Go out, ensure that they leave here with nothing, that would have purchased everything that they have. We commend you for the undoubtedly significant effort applied in getting to this point today. It is desired that this exercise will accrue long-term benefits not only for the participating schools and students, but for our nation as a whole. It is desired that the various activities during the course of today's event will spark a shift in mindset where a spirit of greater social acceptance and tolerance is cultivated as it pertains to the similarities, differences, unique attributes, and varying abilities among us as a people, where our special education needs students, parents, and family members experience a greater sense of belonging and empowerment in recognition of the skill sets and talents on display today. And again, I will appeal to everyone to go around the stores to appreciate the very good, the excellent work that the students from the special needs schools have put together for us today. Ultimately, it is desired that today's undertaking should foster the development of a more equitable platform where special education needs learners can optimize. This is an imperative as we strive towards the development of a better society for all of us. Principals and teachers, the Ministry of Education congratulates you for the extensive effort applied in guiding your students through the production process. We applaud such effort, such passion, such commitment. Thank you for rising to this challenge. The Ministry of Education also thanks you for your invaluable contribution to the overall development of St. Lucia's special education needs sector and your provision of a nurturing and empowering environment where the many students entrusted into your care over the years have been afforded the opportunity to flourish within their own right and experience a sense of social acceptance. The Ministry of Education congratulates all participants once again and takes this opportunity to thank the key financier of Education Quality Improvement Project, Equipped, the Caribbean Development Bank, and its partnership in this strategic agenda. Let us give the sponsors a round of applause. Principals, teachers, students, community members, citizens of St. Lucia, stakeholders, well-wishers, the strategic agenda of this inclusive education sector and an inclusive society requires a cross-collaborative, cross-sectoral approach. All other things being equal, the success of a nation, of us as a people, is highly contingent upon the level of combined effort applied regarding a given agenda or strategic priority. As the Ministry of Education pursues the progressive transformation of St. Lucia's education sector, let us actively partner in this regard, not only in the interest of our nation's children, but in the interest of our nation by extension. I thank you.